Hello. I am technically not ready because I need to find paper right on. But hi, hello. And also, this that we did last time was actually the perfect amount, so I did just cut the yarn off. So yeah, this was the exact amount we needed. Means that I need to cut some of these elastic and sew that onto this, and then I can start the ears unless I do the ears first. But for the ears I'm gonna need pen and paper. And the fact that I own like 17 notebooks and can't find a single one, well, that tells you how I'm doing. Suppose I could just use the back of this bill that I just got. It's just the envelope. Because I have no pattern for the ears. So I'm gonna freehand. But it means there's 2 ears, I'm gonna have to do it twice. So while I'm doing the first one, I'm gonna need to write shit down. Okay, I can use that one then. Okay. Hi, let's grab some coffee, shall we? Because, damn. And also I'm seeing myself twice. Because as you can tell, I have no game up because I want to focus on the headband. So I can see myself in OBS there. And from your end, I have the chat over there. And over on this end, I have the browser. That's just the same thing as OBS. So yeah. Ugh. And I suppose I should also say thank you very much, everyone, for the 300 followers. Or shall it be 300 stalkers? I'm gonna pull up the YouTube stream that starts half an hour before I end, so that I'm ready. Because you know, I'm larky as fuck. I can rather have her up instead of seeing me twice. No one needs 2 of me. It's enough with these. That's enough for the 2. Okay. I'm gonna start with the black for the tips. And then go in with the same as the headband. But then the inside, I still have not decided if I'm gonna crochet it or if I maybe have enough felt to sheet and make the inside of the ears felt. I haven't gotten that far because I do not think we will get to that point by the end of stream. I do not think, because I am having to, you know, design the pattern for the ears myself. These are 2 very different yarns. And I am crocheting this with a 7mm. This I can get away with a 3.5. And also, you know, I should be losing weight, but I still have coconut chocolate cookie with chocolate on the back. Because. Just because. Is that a valid reason? To be fair, I only have 4 of them in front of me. And they're made with brown sugar. I suppose I can maybe use a 5. I'm not a fan of coconut on its own. But when you mix it with other things, then I love it. Okay, so I think I'm gonna start with the usual 6. Or maybe, depending on how big I want these to be, I might be able to do 8. Maybe. Or let's see here, 1, 2, 3. Because I'm gonna make the ears in the round, and then just squish them, so they won't be stuffed. So I don't have to think about any gaps. Because if there is any gaps, it will be covered up by the layer behind it, which would be the same color anyway. Let's do 6. Okay, I'm gonna start writing this shit out. No, let's use a lead pencil. So, box, ears, MR6. We have Fox Visitor. Never Robin in the night. Work from me. Aww. Eh. I think I can mostly hide the address in that bill anyway. It's no use hiding the company, so whatever. Maybe. Yeah, I'm gonna need a stitch marker. And also this black. The closest thing I can come to your fox is the bunny that I saw when I opened the blinds in the living room after I got up. There was a bun on the grass right outside the window for unusuality's sake. Usually I don't see them on that end of the building. They're never on that end of the building, which is the playground and all that. They're usually on that end, which is the balcony. It was very unusual to see a bunny when I opened the blinds in the living room. And this is just increase around. We know how this goes. Badgers and hedgehogs. Aww. We used to get hedgehogs. I felt that sneezing coming. I'm gonna do a safety count because this is black. 11. Okay. Never mind, I need one more. And stitch markers don't taste good, by the way. There. Yeah, I am expecting us to maybe not get done. Over there. Looking down for round 2. Ink around. This is how I design my patterns. Woo. Okay. I'm gonna put the pen where I usually put it. But yeah, we usually don't have hedgehogs. We used to, but that was like 12 years ago. Okay. Now, do I want to... I think I may want to do one round of single crochet increase followed by one round of only single crochet. Okay. That was the other bill that fell down. Let's see. Ink around. And then SD around. Write that down. Wait. Why did you fall down? You over there. Bottle that fell was just a empty water bottle where I removed the label. So that I can bring it with me when I go to the mall. Because then they know for sure it is not any of theirs, because all bottles sold here have labels on them. So if you remove the label, it's a great way to really tell them that no, you have not stolen that drink. And also, there we go. Okay, so single crochet and increase. I need more coffee. I need a lot more coffee. There's no reason I should already be mixing up where I am in the pattern when I'm designing it as I go. Ugh. So then I think I need to really check this out because it's gonna be squished flat and then slightly curved like that. I don't want the tips to be too much black, so maybe just another 3 rounds? Before I switch to the orange? Just remember, squish flat, slightly curved, so it won't look as wide as it seems. Another 3 rounds maybe? Because I don't want the ears to be huge. Remember, they are gonna go on this. This ain't that wide. Exciting. Me deciding a pattern live for once, you mean? Which I don't do often. I haven't done it since the Nessie, I believe. The Nessie of Disaster. I mean, it's just a basic ear. I'm sure I can go online, write meow, and find a pattern for fox ear. Or just any kind of pointed ear and use that. But I couldn't find any I actually liked, so... Even though it is a basic pattern, I do feel like it would be best if I made it on my own. Since internet failed me. Then blur the connections? Maybe. I am not so sure about that. It do be a big ass maybe. Because it does have black in it. But this is very smooth acrylic. And I'm thinking, yeah, maybe just one more. One more round. One more round with the black. Which then will be 2 single crochet. So 2 SC ink around. Okay, and why did that fall? I have no idea. Let's see, in black I'm gonna add on the side. And no one can read my handwriting. Woo. Yeah, something fell behind me and I have no idea what or how. Oh, it was that. Okay. It was one of the aluminum cans that I'm gonna dress in fabric. I fell down. That's what it was. Let's do this. 1, 2, increase. And 1, 2, increase. Gonna do it all the way around. And then I'm not sure if I'm gonna do the first line of the crown in a single crochet or if I'm gonna do another. Ooh, nice. I tend to dress them in fabric. this. This isn't decorated yet. It is just sewn. You have the line there. I made that seam by hand. And here's the bottom. Because the bottom also needs to look good. So I made sure that the green lined up. Poster in it. And then there is a seam that I also made right there. So it falls in and covers the cardboard edges. I'm gonna do the same with that metallic one. But with a different fabric. I think. I'm not sure. And where was I? 2 increase. 1, 2 increase. 1, 2 increase. I'm still very under caffeinated. I've had less than 1 mug. So I'm gonna be counting a lot more than I should, technically. Yep. I think I made a mistake. Increase 1, 2. Yep. Yep. Okay, let's see. Increase here. And also it's very humid. So very humid. When I was preparing, I had a different shirt on, but it was a tight one and long sleeved, and it ended up sticking to my skin. And I was not impressed, so I had to change. Okay, there we go. Let's see here. If I smoosh that, curve that how I want it. Okay, yeah. Means I should have changed to brown in that stitch. That is how you get the neat color changes, by the way. You do half the stitch, but you don't yarn over and follow through. You instead take the next color and follow through with the stitch on that one. Okay. And I have taken nasal spray and allergy tablet, but they have not kicked in yet. Yuck. Okay. I'm gonna see if I can do this with the 5mm. I'm doing so many crunchings. Yeah, me and the moth that I'm working on. I'm gonna write here 5mm hook before I forget. Like, you want to talk to me about color changes? You want to talk to me about color changes? Well, well, I mean, color changes. He's a bit smushed. But yeah, color changes. This boy. That boy be why I was complaining a few days ago. Because, for now I'm gonna keep the black attached. We probably gonna do single crochet round, I believe. Let's do that. Because I don't want it to be too wide, I want it to be more tapered. So, and then in red, SC around, I can write, which I not apparently. I'm gonna see if I can do this with a big ass maybe. Just remember, I need to be able to get the hook into the stitches on the next round. Okay, can I? Okay, I will be able to. That's fine. Okay. Because I do not want them to be too big and wide. And because this is working, I am gonna cut the black now. And this will have to live on my desk for a little while. Put you on top of the fiber that I was supposed to be spinning. Okay. I'm thinking we might actually do 2 rounds of single crochet round, then another increase. I'm gonna have to check the shape again after this, just to be. Just to be absolutely sure. Which means that we might only need one single 50-gram ball for the entire headband. I have 9 more of them. Yeah, where's my felt cloth even? I have no idea. Oh, that's not the felt, that's the paper. I don't want to mix paper and yarn. 20 for more accessories? Yeah. I'm thinking it might be really cool to make a pumpkin for Halloween. Like pumpkin butt on a spider in this. Okay, squeeze flat and actually yeah. I'm gonna go with that. Okay, SC around X2. Good thing I'm the only one that's gonna read that. Otherwise I would have felt sorry. Wow, finding my stitches. Well. Good thing it's an object that's gonna be flat and not stuffed. A bit cloudy here today, still so hot. We apparently have 22. Which I believe is more like 24. And the humidity today is real. Which is why I could not stand the long-sleeved tight shirt that I actually wanted to wear. Because it was one of my Desigual shirts when they did a collab with Cirque du Soleil. But it being long sleeved and tight, it was just nope in this humidity. So to change for this short sleeved that is like one size bigger than I normally wear. Yeah, the humidity is the worst part. I can handle the heat, no problem. It's the humidity that kills me. That kills me dead. That will be in the next stitch then, okay. And this Yankee bit here, where you can see the color change, that's gonna be on the inside, so that's gonna be covered. So I am not worried about that. We flat and I'm thinking I am thinking one increase round followed by a single crochet for the next. You're nothing hard. Might hurt yourself. Too late. I am doing this while being under caffeinated. Hi, hello, how's it doing? Okay, and because I wanted to keep this increasing consistent, I need a single crochet and then ink round. And then a C around X3. If you want this pattern afterwards, DC, I will probably write it up. A lot better than that note. I will most likely write it up. I'm thinking this would also be great for husky ears. But yeah, regardless if you want this pattern later or not, I will be writing it clean. Because I did not find any fox ear pattern online that I liked. They all looked weird. And something has felt off with them. Like they either had no black at the tip, or they had like a teeny tiny black, or they had too much. So yeah, I didn't like any of them. Where does this go? There. And also, finding my stitches? No. I'm doing this by feel and experience, pretty much. And just hoping I get it right. So I'm gonna need to test this pattern with some actually plain yarn to see if it actually works out. Because I do not know where I'm putting the stitches. Woo! It is a fairly basic shape, so I think I'm putting it in the correct holes. But I am also not sure. Come on. 3, possibly increasing there. Feel more finish playing Apex. Too much at the moment. Feel anxious, nervous, not less preparing. And Herc back in the water. Yeah, they didn't actually do much yesterday. They basically just threw Herc in and then went straight back up. Did they ever say what the issue was? Do you know? Okay, this will be cute. I'm not saying, but I'm also saying this will be cute. I'm gonna close the stitch marker normally now. This will look like an ear because it will be squeezed. And then like that, and then it will be white on the inside. So this beanie looking thing will look like an ear, eventually, at least. Said absolutely nothing. I'm back to prepping to try again. Huh. Nah. Gonna need more coffee. But first I'm gonna do 3 rounds here. Meat is down though, but not found anything 4,000. Well, they have had some bad luck with their areas. It's like as soon as Nautilus started, Schmidt has found like nothing. They just don't know them. Like really, I have no idea if I'm even putting my hook into the stitches or not. I'm just going by the theory that if my hook goes through, that is a stitch I found. Which is why I'm gonna need to test this after I write it up. But looking at the pattern and the shape, I would say it is most likely gonna work. I think I've done a similar shaping before, so I just never wrote it down. So we need to do the ears. Figure out if I have enough felt to make the white in felt, or if I need to crochet it. Then we need to sew on the elastics. I need 2 pieces of this for the back of the headband, because the actual headband with this yarn ain't stretchy at all. I'm gonna have to add that stretch. Hey PTSD, wish you would fuck off. Yeah. I am liking this way more. Like I said, squeeze flat. Keep curve it like that when I sew it onto the headband. Then white on the inside. So say it is looking correctly shaped so far. I'm thinking I might do maybe there, that bit more in the orange. So this one and one more round. And we still have all of this left from 50-gram ball. So we're gonna have a lot left. And then I need to work on the fingerless gloves. So worst case scenario, we will finish the headband next week and also start on the gloves next week. Worst case scenario. Because remember, we still have quite a bit to do on the actual headband at the moment. Even though it doesn't seem like it. This is only about half the ear, and then we need to do the other ear. Then figure out the white for the inner. And put them on the headband, and put the elastic on the headband. And we have 2 hours. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe next week. Because I am not gonna rush too much, apart from when it's single crochet rounds. Single crochet rounds were made to rush. Because it's just so brainless. You don't need to count or focus or anything, you just go. Okay, so one more. Windows really fucked your PC up. Left button acting like grab, middle button acting. Wow. Wow. Okay. Okay. That is wow. That is something. But it also sounds like Windows. I do wonder how my laptop is doing. I am quite sure I must have an update on that. Because I do not use him often enough. But I'm also really glad I bought it for $200 US. Second hand. When it retailed for 1,300. And I got it for 200. It really was just thanks, my now. Okay, so this was the last of the single crochet rounds. The next one will have to be another increase. Oh yeah, what is the battery life on my headset? I never charged it after last night. Yeah, so far. I mean, even without squishing, it still has the right shape. Like I said, that Yankee bit that will be on the inside covered by the white. But for now, let's squish. I'm gonna do this your direction. So yeah, it's still looking like I want it to. But yeah, next round is defo another increase. So it's not too tapered. Like tapered skinny. It still needs to flare out. And not just but we will have to do an increase, which shall be 4 single crochet, 4 SC ink around, and after that I think only 2. Okay, I'm not gonna write anything down yet. I'm gonna do this round and then check. Because I think the next after this increase will only be 2 rounds single crochet. And then another increase. Looking at this anyway. And yes, it does kind of look like a boob. And it also matches my shirt. And I do need more coffee, by the way. We're starting to have a crime. So, I'm gonna fix this. And we're doing against hot in Scotland, England, so getting water restrictions and water from tap is not cold. They said they were gonna do water restrictions here, but so far nothing in my end. The only restriction we have so far is to not fill up big pools, like private property pools. That's it. Otherwise, business as usual. But yeah, I'm gonna refill. Now gonna inspect the warriors. Oh, it'll be fine. 50,000. Wow. That will be fucked up. Just saying. Yeah, okay. Here, there we go. So I did look for my felt. I didn't find it, but I did found this plain white, I think it's cotton fabric that I might use. And if we get that far, to put this on, I'm just gonna sheet and lightly glue it to save time on stream, and then after stream actually sew on the edges around it. So basically just thinking like that, and then that inside, and like glue it not all the way out to the edges, but just glue the inside so I can still get the needle and thread through the outside. But yeah, I think I'm gonna use this because I do have quite a lot of it. Even though I could also work out how to do it in crochet. But I think I like the look of this more. And like I said, I have quite a lot of it. Ah, there you can see it. Like, it is thin. And there is a lot of it. So, might as well use it. And yeah, I was thinking about that too, because the ears will be big as is. And I don't want it to be too heavy so that the headband fall. So I think I'm actually gonna use that fabric for the inside, instead of doing it in crochet. Even though I do got white yarn right next to me. It's the leftovers from when I did the ace cake. It's a really nice yarn. It's by Nordraven and called Bella Cotton. No idea where it's from. Oh, it is from Sweden. It's a Swedish brand. But yeah, this is really nice cotton. It is super soft. Wanted all things? Yes. Especially those 3D printed demon skulls. Those were cool. And also not the normal 3D printed slop dragons. And that spider. Holy shit, that spider. Yes. Yes. That was also unusual and not the normal 3D printed slop. I'm gonna pull some more yarn because this is right. And Makers and Crafting is full of it. And almost every single one of them is doing the same fucking shit. 3D printing do not belong in Makers and Crafting /end. I can go on for hours about how much I hate it. That it is in Makers and Crafting, not technology. And that might be an unpopular opinion for some people, but I don't give a fuck. In more ways than one. 3. 4. Increase. increase. Normally I would not count out loud, but with this yarn it's kinda sorta needed. One. Here. Or increase. One, two, three. Increase. One, two, three, four. Increase. One. Well, I said one. Two. Three. Four. And then increasing the marker. Well, you can do a 3 Marlin, let's see. Prince Wars. Yep, it's stupid. The stupidest part is the people buy the shit too, like the dragons. That's the worst part. And the mini desk organizers, that is also all over. And they all look exactly the same. And people still buy them. There's nothing original about it. Let's see here. Fish. Bend. Actually, you know what, guys? We might. Hold on, let me just get rid of that hook. Oh, I am liking that size. Okay, okay. I am thinking maybe 3 more rounds before it's done. I'm thinking SC around X2 followed by one last increase, 5 SC ink around before it's done. That's what I'm thinking. Because I am liking this size. It is a fairly skinny headband. Need to keep that in mind too, it is fairly skinny. So I'm thinking this size will be the size. And just have it be slightly larger at the base. Yep, I'm gonna yep. Oh hello, how's you doing? Okay, so 2 single crochet rounds and one last ribbit. One last increase. Then the first ear is mostly done. Then I just need to cut the white fabric and glue it on. Yes. Ribbit. can't reach the other one because he is behind the webcam. Three hours of shit sleep. No. Close encounter with a caterpillar. Did he attack you? You smell like a leaf. Looking after me? More like looking at me. If I lean over, he's looking straight at my boobs, by the way. I'm not saying, but I'm also saying that frog might be male. I do like the texture this yarn gives, but holy fuck, it's a bitch to work with. If you want a rough pattern, I can take a screenshot of this and give it to you, and you can test it if you want. Or you can wait until I've tested it. Because there is some really nice misspellings, I noticed. In some places I have written IND instead of INC for increase, and in some other places it's NIC instead of INC. And in some places the word around looks like a wound, a woo, and so on. Let's just say my handwriting is not the best at all, in any way. And what did I... More spice on her. These things others don't. Correct. Like the 100 deluxe meal for a burb. The emperor moth. Poplar moth. Ooh. Emperor moth caterpillar like the big shonker. Yes. The big shonky caterpillars are just so cool. I've started posting some moth and caterpillar pictures in Pets and Animals, by the way. I already know what my next picture is gonna be. Yep. Good job freehanding. It's not purely freehanding, I would say. If I was truly freehanding, I would not write anything down. Like I did with the snail, I did not write anything down. It's more designing on the fly. I'm designing on the fly ball. I will be making a fly ball with this yarn. That is gonna happen. even though I have two flyable bodies on my desk. That have no wings and no eyes. Just two bodies. Things you can say as a crafter and serial killer. My desk is full of body parts. Yes, I have balls. They're even different size too. I have a rainbow and a fuzzy. It's very fuzzy. And then I have a rainbow. So like I said, I also have some frog body parts. It's a frog foot. Sparkly frog foot. Then I have a mushroom head and such. Body. Some legs. Some other legs. Oh. And I just found the earring I was looking for. I was looking for this earring a few days ago. I just found it. Whoops. This was quite annoying to make. That one is needle tatting. It has like 40 million twists and turns. I might remake it in purple. Yep. Come on. We have an hour and 45 minutes. Hum. Okay, now we have one last increase round. And then I'm calling this ear pretty much done. It is pretty much done. And it will look like an ear. It already does. If you imagine one here and then one here, and then white fabric on the inside. It already looks like an ear. I just need one more round. I'm not sure. I might be working on my moth. Because I am close to finishing the body on him. Did show it or... I am close to finishing the body on him. This pattern I started here is the second last part of his body. Then after that, there will just be maybe like that stripy bit. And then his body is done. So I might be working on him instead. Which warning about your last message? Crazy next lady. We're all crazy here because fuck being normal. That's boring. Okay, so 5 singles, then increase around. Which means I'm gonna be quiet because I'm gonna need to count this. Okay, there we go. And then one last increase. Impressive. There it is. Yeah, if crazy is class as a hardy word, we're all in trouble. Okay, there we go. And I am not sure how much we're gonna need to sew it on, so I'm just gonna guesstimate. Yeah. You probably don't have any nuts. Okay, there we go. like I said, that one will be covered up by the fabric on the inside. After we sew it on. But yeah, that turned out pretty much exactly how I wanted it. It is ear shaped. One there, there, white on the inside. And it will be a good size too for the headband. Okay, now when we have the pattern, we just need to do another one of these. But yeah, it did turn out exactly how I wanted it. I'm just hoping it will look it will look as good if I remake it in a non-textured yarn. And then when I sew it on, I will sew it on in that U shape. Keep the depth inside correct. And roll this up. Go. No, I don't need this for a tiny bit. Oh yeah, those food laws are absolute insanity. Just wow. That would make this cookie illegal. Did I have 6 here? 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, and your weekly shop is already about the same price as what I pay over here per month for 2 adults and a cat. Remember we calculated it? Oh, and that is after our groceries got increased by 40%. Hmm. There you go. Auto mode should not have gone in there, by the way. Oh, hello. How's you doing? We just finished up the first ear. It's a bit smushed at the moment, but we have one ear done. And I started on the second one. I made my own ear pattern. Yeah, hopefully. I'm gonna use white fabric for the inside instead of crocheting, so they don't get too heavy, because they're gonna be sewn onto a headband. How's you doing? Right, now I don't remember if it was increase or not. One, increase, one, okay, increase here. Got it. When you can't find a pattern you like, you make your own. Thankfully it worked out straight off, so no worries about that. Let's see, where are we now? Single crochet. Okay. I'm not sure which is worse, the black yarn or the textured one where I cannot see my stitches. Because while this black is wreaking havoc on my eyeballs, I can at least see the stitches if I focus. Even though it does cause some slight eye strain. But that red yarn, I cannot see the stitches at all. Pretty much. Or maybe it's just because I'm not caffeinated up to my antennas, like a moth should be. No rain until we are promised rain Saturday. Okay, 2 ink around done. Oh, wedge. Okay. Yeah, here too. But we have very high humidity. And I am not impressed. Flash floods. No. Our sewer rain. Yeah. That does not sound good. Okay, let's see. Increase, and then in this last stitch we do not complete. We instead find out where the fuck I put the ball of yarn. There. Because now we can complete a stitch. Also change color. Go. Almost perfect. I'm actually gonna do one stitch. Go. Okay. Then we can cut the black. Woo! I'm free! Yeah. And a stern suspend bottom as well. Okay. Right, I forgot to do that on the other ear. Hold on. I forgot. I needed to secure these ends together. There we go. Now they are secured. Weesh. And then this long tail we're gonna use to sew the ear onto the headband. And I'm not gonna forget to do it on this one. Okay, perfect. Okay. Tail as well, or is the glove? No, just the gloves and the headband. But I mean, I could make it tail. I just don't wear belts. So it would be kind of useless for me to make the tail. But I could. Okay. So this was just 2 around. 2 single crochet rounds around. No one wants her. Daniel's gonna warn and I will swearing. Well, considering that they are strange enough to count hell as a swear word, and they need to say heck instead, it's just stupid. It's like they're running a daycare. When hell is a perfectly acceptable word. That'd be PC, but hell is a PC word. Like, you can't talk about heaven and hell without saying hell. So why should it not be okay to say things like, hell no, don't do that? You're getting pizza. Did you get a picture of that? Or were you too busy laughing? That is always funny. I have a different stream up and she starts in 47 minutes. And she only streams for an hour. I try to always make sure I watch her. She only streams for an hour, like once a week. And of course it is on Wednesdays. Due to health issues and overall life. Okay, ready? There is a stitch there. I know there is a stitch there. Thank you. Oh, and also I think the battery thing for the lights for the book nook is faulty. So I won't be able to use the lights. Which is very sad. I was really hoping I could be using the lights, but I'm not sure if I dare to. Aww, cute. I'm gonna have to slide into Discord and check that. Yeah, haha. Aw, that's tiny. That's so small. Okay, we have done that. So, 3 singles and increase. Swarming Herc. Nice. Oh, let's see. Increase. Yep, come on. That's another increase. No one started today? Ooh. Yeah, Okeanos has been away for a while now. So it's about time that they start doing something. There we go. Slowly. Okay, and now single pushing around. Sub operation government could integrate to the budget. Yeah. I can imagine that they wouldn't be able to agree, considering who is in charge of that government. And who will hopefully not be in office for long. Has done some things good, but most things kinda not. Okay. Other side blocked it? Wow. I did not see that one coming. 90 billion, huh? Wow. Okay then. It definitely do begin warmer. The chocolate on the back of those cookies are slightly melting. I thought he would be too busy managing the war on the refronts or whatever he's got going on now. I am not exactly caught up on that side of the world. No, factory not. Okay. That will be on the inside anyway, so I don't give a shit. My mother should be sneaking by soon. He usually comes by at least once per stream. And we are now slowly going into the last hour stream. I was supposed to live for today, or Vidas. Yay! This was one round, I believe. So I need 2 more. Eric's still getting hit by mobs. Nice. Okay, round 2. That's quite fun though. Oh yeah, I also need to work on my zigzag gloves. The red and grey. The first glove is almost done, by the way. I have like maybe 5 rounds left to go on that glove. Then I can sew it together and add the add this to the wrist part. It's not showing up on camera, but it has silver sparkles in it. It's like a mahogany with silver sparkles. And I think that will look really nice with the metal grey and faded red. episode says stream daily. Last live 4 days ago. Wow. Yeah, that ain't daily. At all. And I was correct that we were due a visit from Mother. She just dropped by. So we have confirmed that squids do not like Herc. They are probably upset because it's not little Herc, who is adorable. Holding a 50-meter 23rd squid squirting at us. Wow. Yeah, they do not like Herc at all. So did they fix whatever issue they had then, or they just holding because squid? Okay, there's a stitch there. Hello. It's right between where I am and the stitch marker. There we go. Okay, that was the last of the 3 single crochet rounds. Susanna, still testing. Are we controlling? Okay. Yep. Okay, let's see here. So 4 then increase. There's the pattern for the ears. You can barely see it because the camera is shit, but still, there's the pattern. Might actually take the opportunity to refill my coffee. I'm also gonna pee. Okay, come on, stay there. Thank you. But we have one ear done. Second ear is over halfway done. And we have a tiny bit less than an hour. So we're still doing good. We won't get done, but we are doing good. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Crafting. Okay. Eh. Headsets, don't be weird. Please and thank you. Yeah, okay. Was I? I was... 4 and ink. Okay. 4 and ink. I do hope everyone is having a great time zone so far. Because I know I am. Would have an even better day if I can move out of shitland. True. Okay, gonna do one less increase, then I need to pull some yarn. As the ball is about to fall out of my lap. Yeah, it would be great if you were closer. Sadly, I have no idea how to make that one happen. Let's see, increase here. And where there's a mistake, because I am ending on a single crochet and not an increase. Oh well. I just fixed that by increasing twice. Not like anyone will ever fucking see it, because, yeah. Did you swear? Cannot even see you. Because then it becomes hands-on. Nice one. On that, okay. Going around twice. We're really not close being done with this one too. Oh, by the way, have I told you that I can eat shark? Have I told you that I can eat shark? And they even come with little tweezers to pick them up. I can eat shark. I'm gonna grab 2 of them. Yeah, I can eat shark. But yeah, they're super cute. By Yellow Stick is the brand. And practical. Oh, those are easy. I'm used to that because packaging over here have some really annoying lids. But yeah, stork. Half a shark. As it'll be coming off again soon? No. I don't eat many of those per day because they are super sweet. Like, holy shit. Just one of those is more sweet than 3 of the brown sugar coconut chocolate cookies I've eaten. Basically, the candy I've been eating on stream now is the only candy I'll be eating the entire day. Because they are both that super sweet. I still have 1 cookie left. Because I grabbed 4. Yep. Let's see, it was 2 rounds, right? 2? Yes, 2 rounds and then an increase round and then the ear is done. Then I'm gonna need to figure out how much of that elastic I want to use. Probably won't be much. I think I'll only be needing like maybe 5 or 6 centimeter. 2 strips of this. I'm gonna put that on my desk right down here. Because this orange brown yarn is not stretchy. I'm gonna have to add the stretch to make the headband actually stay on my head. Especially with the ears. So I think between 4 and 6 centimeter of that elastic should be enough. I'm gonna have to take off my headset and measure that again. I only measured it very quickly last night. Because I forgot. Okay. Now we have one round left for this ear. But first, the other half of the stalk. Let me just write in that screenshot. Larking moth, do 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 do. Larking moth, do 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 do. Larking moth. There you go. Okay, what was it? I said 5 done. Okay. 5 an increase, which means I'm gonna need a bit of yarn. 11 thanko. Oh. The ball of yarn is now looking like a butthole. Balls live on Twitch. I mean, the room is right and mature for a reason. Hi, it's me, I'm the reason. Getting warning messages about October's price change for Scottish stores only. Wow. Not him off? Maybe. Just a bit. Yes. Not my fault the ball of yarn looks like a butt. With a butthole that you can finger. Two. 3. 4. 5. Increase. And also, I'm not sure if you were here earlier, but I did say that for Halloween, what if I made a pumpkin with this yarn and used it as a butt for a spooter? That would be cool. Like, make the spooter in black and then have this as a pumpkin being the butt. Actually, if I do more like that, that's more accurate. Yes, maybe. Because I am already planning the Halloween stuff. I also want to make a pumpkin with this and use it as the body for a bat. I just need to find a bat pattern I like. Otherwise I'll just design that one too on my own. Three, 4, 5, increase. Increase. 1, 3, 4, 5, increase. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, increase. I think we can squish in 5 stitches here. I think we can. 1, 3, 4, 5, and then increase in the marker and done. You see, you're also setting up for Halloween too early, talking about Halloween butts. Yeah. But I'm only planning, I'm not actually doing any. I'm just planning for Halloween and then I'll make the things during October. There is a difference. I'm only planning, I'm not starting or setting anything up. I'm only planning. I won't actually do anything until October. There is a difference. Disney's doing Halloween and Christmas. Wow, okay. I think I'm gonna need about that much for this. Okay, come on. Yep, come here you. Thank you. Okay, now we have the second ear done. So we're gonna have both ears done. Like I said, that Yankee bit will be covered up by the white fabric. So we have our second ear. Now we'll not need this anymore. So we still have all of this left from a 50-gram ball. So we have made the headband and both ears, and we still have this left from 50 gram. I have no idea, I cannot even find the brand. Okay, I will need this. It will be. Just you. I have another 9 balls of it. It was... where's the label? It is Moda Italiana. That's it. That's all it says. I don't like that this is curved like that. I don't like that part. I'm still gonna save that, by the way. Okay, let's see here. Let's see. There, so that means that bit. I do 5. Perfect. Okay. Got it. Eh. You know, I did say between 4 and 6 centimeter. Okay, hold on, let me just... go. On stretched, I do 10. So I do 10. Because it's gonna have to be slightly tight. Yep, come on. Hold it the way I fucking want you to. Okay. So this will be perfect. I'm gonna need 2. So here we go. Because these ain't wide enough, so I'm gonna need 1 there and 1 there. I think that's gonna be perfect. Okay. Where's that? How much time do we have left? We have half an hour. I'm not sure if I want to start on sewing. Let me pack away the crochet hooks, however. I ain't gonna be needing those. But yeah, it's gonna be like that, and then one of those there and another up top. Yes, someone could go to London. How about no? And maybe hell no. Do I have black thread on my desk? Nice. Perfect. know how I'm gonna sew it on, so that's fine. Do I still have needle on? Yes. I had a needle in the donut. Where's the end? There's the end. Okay. I will just be sewing this on. Yep. That. Why are you getting stuck there? Oh, there was the end. I need a bit of that end. I'm not gonna take care of that end yet. I'm gonna try and keep that way though. Okay, come on. What? No go. Will be an experience. And I almost pricked my finger again. Woo. Yeah. But yeah, we still have quite a bit to go on this. So for sure not getting done today. Okay, this is at least one side almost done. I just need to go back the same way I just came from. So that I can tie the ends together. No, that was too far up. There we go. I think I'm gonna do the other elastic right next to this one before I do the other sides. And then one stitch left. Yeah, this should be secured. Okay, I need to get that end back. This needle. Accidentally got the end in here. Which does not exactly help. Got it. Really? Microsoft OneDrive? Why are you popping up for no reason? Is it because I have never used you ever? Is that why? Okay, and then that little bit I cannot use for anything. Okay. Now we tie these ends together. Come on. Okay, that's one side done. We have one side. And that's the back. The back still looks decent-ish. Now, like I said, do I want to do this one? Why does this look smaller, by the way? Somehow it is smaller. I'm gonna throw that one away and cut a new one because that one was a lot smaller than I would have liked. Going to look so cute. Hopefully. There's I need to put it... Wait. There. Yeah, there. Maybe? That was better. Okay. Now I need to sew on this piece right next to that one. The exact same way. And then these are gonna be sewn the exact same way on the other end. Because this ain't stretchy. It's very flimsy. So I'm intentionally making it tighter. It will actually be able to stay on my head. Let's eat another shark. Well, half a shark. It's a very weird flavor, by the way. It has like apple, lemon, something that tastes almost like those gummy cola bottles. Yeah, like zingy, fizzy. It's weird. What does the box actually say flavorings in here? Apple, lemon, raspberry, strawberry, orange, pineapple, peach, watermelon, cherry, banana. Okay. Okay, shark. Okay. Okay then. Okay. Talk about a weird mix. I'm surprised this needle hasn't gone into my finger yet. Because, damn. It's, herp. Okay. Right there. I'm gonna do this the same way I did the other one. I'm gonna first go that way and then go back and then tie the ends together. Which means it is super secure, hopefully. And then I'll be doing the same on the other side. But look at the time, we won't have time for that. Unless someone can summon Stephen Strange and let us borrow the time stone. give us an extra 20-ish minutes or so. That was almost through my skin. Woo! Give me the grip. Yeah, I think after I'm done with this side, I'm gonna have to call it. And then we will finish it up. Yep. Finish it up next week. Wow, that was barely... I think I'm gonna have to remake that. Because that is barely in at all on that side. Oh well. Once I can fix it now when I go back. Didn't realize how far out the edge I was. Okay, then one last stitch before I go back. The way. Yeah, I thought it felt weird. I just didn't realize how close to the edge I was there. I'm not gonna last very long. But here in the middle it seems like I really went off track. Get myself back on track then. Oh well. The perks of it being handmade is because I can fix it when it breaks. It do be a bit whatever-ish. Did I? Oh no, I did manage to not sew the end in. Great. Okay, gonna do one more stitch. Let's make sure that corner is taken care of. Right there. Okay. Then I will not be needing really OneDrive again. No, thank you. Go away. You would think it would get the hint when you say no once. And you have no need of it. Okay. And I'm gonna use usual 3 knots. And now when I actually have a snooze button again. So. I am gonna leave all of the ends for now. Because that's a problem for later me. Okay, we did get one side done. So now next week we're gonna do the same thing but on the other side here. Like that. And then that will be nice and firm. Because it's gonna need to stay on the head while also having the weight of the ears on. But yeah, we did put those on and we got both ears done. So next week, sew on the other ends. I think I'm gonna glue the cut the fabric and glue it off stream. Because the glue needs like 48 hours to fully dry when you are attaching different materials together. And then I'm gonna sew the fabric on next week, and then we can put the ears on the headband. And then that's done and we can start on the gloves. But yeah, we did get quite a lot done. Both the ears and the elastic. And I have my pattern here. I'm gonna clean up because no one can fucking read this. That's all I'm gonna say. No one can fucking read that one. It's a stitch marker and I have one cookie left. I'm gonna eat as soon as I end. But yeah, that was a lot done. Surprisingly. I was hoping we would get closer to dawn, but whatever. Discord över yonder. Instagram is right there. Thank you for your great company. I will be back as usual on Saturday for Heroes of the Storm. Might be playing Jaina. I am not sure. I am kind of feeling like frost bolts and blizzards, so we shall see. But for now, thank you for being here, lurking, working. And for the 300 follower. Yay! Stay safe, stay hydrated, and I'll be seeing you when I see you. Bye.